Hey guys, Buddy here and welcome back for another episode of Mid-Atlantic Wrestling. This is Old School Rules. I am really tired, but I want to finish this tonight. It's Christmas Eve. I want to get One Night in Montreal done. That's the one show. That's the show I'm going to finish off on. We're only a couple of shows away from it, so that's the last show I'm going to record. We are back. We are going to go to the Maryland Wood Arena. And we have built up a really cool Old School Territories feud this month. Where it's basically just been Dusty DuCont attacking Fro, and then Fro saying, I need to have a match with this guy, and Dusty saying, I'll fight you, but it's gotta be for the title. And so, it's kinda like the Kevin Owens kind of thing from NXT earlier this year, but with a much bigger monster in Dusty DuCont. So it's an interesting one, and obviously in the end, our hometown hero, Fro Shore, is gonna go over, but, it's kind of a smaller version of what's probably going to happen a little later in the year. But I've really enjoyed putting that together. If there was any sub-stories... Oh, we stole somebody from US Pro again. So his name is Frantic Ali. And he's really freaking good. At, like, a lot. So yeah, he's going to be a fun character to deal with. He's also a face. Which is going to be fun, because what we're going to do for One Night in Montreal is put him up against one Primus Allen. You may have heard of him. We've been pushing him a little bit. So One Night in Montreal, oh god, see, he has hit his pop cap for sure. But hopefully his pop cap isn't like C's. He's looking pretty good for it, to be fair. Alright, so we're going to put Primus Allen, and we are going to semi-main event with the women. It's going to be Brooke Tyler versus Catherine Goodlooks. Just throwaway match, not non-title. With Brooke going over in an open match. Yes. And then after the match, we're going to have Alicia come out and say that Brooke, we are going to hold this off. And you know why? Because WrestlePalooza is the biggest show of the year. And we shouldn't fight until WrestlePalooza. Because WrestlePalooza is where this fight should happen. So... and we'll book that in for WrestlePalooza then. Aside from that, we do obviously want to book the rest of the show. High Rollers can have a match against Team Enigma. That makes sense. That makes sense. We make that 10 minutes. And put my man, Ernest Youngman, still one of my boys, over. We still got to remember who Nigel Svensson is. Probably should do that, shouldn't we? And I think... no, we'll save Dwayne. I was going to put Dwayne in there and be like, oh, we'll have him lose to Nigel earlier in the night, but I'm like, nah, that's not a good idea. We should have him make that shock appearance in the main event. So Nigel over here, called Slow Build Decisive, TV title on the line. Oh, by the way, the tag team titles have gone down in prestige, even though I retired them. So, yeah. I don't know how far they'll drop before I come back, but hopefully not too far. Natural Storm, who have just had a really fun run with us so far. Nothing like spectacular, but they've had a lot of fun. I've had a lot of fun booking them. So, yep, Natural Storm versus David Etchingham and Remy Honeyman. Natural Storm going over. And then, is there anybody else mega that we haven't booked? Could book Primus tonight, we probably should. Yeah, we'll book Primus versus, not DeVille. We'll book just a normal Primus versus Ace Youngblood squash. 10-minute squash, that is. Where Primus goes over. And make it domination. And then after the match, we're going to have just an attack. Where Frantic Ali attacks Primus. 6 minutes. And I'll just set up for One Night in Montreal, the semi-main event. Not sure if it's going to be the semi-main event or not. But then, after the main event tonight, we do need to have a celebration from Fro. Where it's like, by God, Fro did it. He did it, he's still champion. He overcame all the odds. And then Dwayne Stone attacks Fro Shore to set up for their match at One Night in Montreal. We still have a lot of time left, which is really good, so we can put together a 8-woman, by God, tag team match. Look at that team. That is the dream team if I've ever seen one. On the other side, we're having, not a bad team at all, but certainly not the same caliber as the other side. I wonder how this will do. There's a lot of people in this match, and if the past has taught me anything, is that multi-woman matches, multi-man matches just don't do that well. But that one looks like it's ready to buck the trend. And I would like to put Austin Smooth in a match tonight, because I do like Austin Smooth a lot. Animal DeVille seems like the perfect guy to put him in the match with, even though they've got a lot of momentum, and this could probably be saved for a good semi-main one day. This is totally acceptable. Smooth over. Here we go, let's run the show. Okay, I'm gonna perk myself up. Oh, I gotta cut a minute off of something. I'll cut a minute off of this. Ooh, so I don't go through my usual, this was good, this was bad. So yeah, Nigel versus Deuce does really well, obviously. Deuce is still really tiring, but Nigel defends the title, slow build, breaks his arm, basically. Yeah, I thought this might do good. I knew how good these girls were. So the Dream Team basically defeating the random-ass girl team. Natural Storm, like I said, just having a really fun run, just making everyone around them better. Primus got a domination match to a B-, tells how over he is, and then Frantic Ali, very underwhelming, got an 87 B+ from it. High Rollers versus Team Enigma, dinged for length almost assuredly. Yeah, and still got a 79 B. Austin Smooth, Animal DeVille, I told you this would do good. 84 B+, probably going to be better than the mains. This was the semi-main. In about to feature great action and average heat, Brooke Tyler defeated Catherine Goodlooks in 10 minutes by the pinfall of the Brooke Breaker, 88 B+. Then Alicia Strong is like, we're gonna go to WrestlePalooza, baby. This feud's going all the way into the big leagues. Might be the first women's match to have a main event WrestlePalooza. Not sure yet. And then Fro and Dusty enters and cuts a promo on Fro in the main event. Wow. Yeah, I thought this might do well, but I'm very glad that these old school, big ass heels facing over baby faces is doing as well as this is, and because this gives me a lot of encouragement for WrestlePalooza, WrestlePalooza. We've confirmed that already. No need to, for when whoever the heavyweight champion is at the time faces off against Primus Allen. And about to have featured great action and a good crowd. Froshore defeated Dusty DuCont in 30 minutes and 25 seconds by pinfall with a sure thing. Froshore makes defense number 4 of his MEW heavyweight title. 90A for a Dusty DuCont match. We have been building this monster heel for a year for that match. I've literally been building to that. And then Dwayne Stone attacks Froshore back out. 89B, show increased our pop in 19 regions. Good stuff. Dusty, obviously. Not Deuce. Dusty. Fro. And Alicia. Giving a hug. Alright, cool. We are plowing along with some of these shows, but it's mainly because I'm tired. I will have a look at a couple of things, and then we'll end off the episode, and then I'll be back for the last episode of the recording session, which will be one night in Montreal. Big deal. We might even be national by then, who knows? Or that might be the show that gets us to national. Oh no, I will renew Scout's contract. Here, let me do this on screen. Pay per appearance, though. Oh, he only wants to work major TV shows. Very acceptable. Okay. So, in terms of pop, here we are. We're now at a B- in Puerto Rico, man. And we are at 65 in the Mid-South. Not quite there for New England or Northwest yet. But not too far off, probably. We're a month away from Northwest, a month or 2 away from New England. And then in Puerto Rico, probably a month or 2 away there, too. We probably won't get to national before... one night in New York, one night in Montreal. But one thing I will say is I think SWF have not been doing too well this year, so it's a bit encouraging for national battles. So yeah, see, very encouraging, because it means that because national battles don't last long, probably about 3 months before they end. I bet there's no national battles going on right now. Oh, there is. There's actually a lot, but they don't last long because whoever's third for a couple months in a row just drops to cult, and the national battles end. It's probably going to end up happening. Yep, there you go. Pride, Honor, Glory have dropped to cult. This one's over. SWF are probably not going to drop to cult, but maybe. Nah, they're holding pretty strong. Probably because they're winning other national battles. Yeah. See, but these guys are probably going to drop to cult. Yeah, look at that. They're right on the verge of it, too. Yeah. So, yeah, it's all about just coming second in those national battles until the third guy drops off. So our aim, like not silly, but like as crazy kind of as this sounds, our aim is to knock SWF down to cult. Because if we can do that, then we can stay national pretty solidly. Obviously, we're going to have to deal with US Pro. US Pro will be easy. US Pro will get to national a couple times, but we can destroy them in the national battles. I have faith in that one. So, in terms of matches this year, those matches on that card, both of the main events made the top 10. Pretty high up, too. Fro versus Dusty was the 6th best match of the year. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. In terms of our main players, we got Primus, who is solidifying out at around B by minuses. We're getting Frantic slightly more over, which is always good. Ernest, how's he doing? Yep, it's how I expect him to stay from now on. Fro is slowly starting to get back up into those 90s, which is great. Who's hot right now? Yep, that's all we really. That's a good look for things. Time decline, still no. Dwayne Stone, it's good. Oof. I think we've actually gotten Dwayne. No, we haven't. But he's still really over in Ontario and Quebec. Quebec is the main one. That's the one we're actually going to be in next month. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please hit the thumbs up. Check out the rest of the series. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you guys next time for our first ever international pay-per-view. We are in the sold-out 10,000 capacity arena in Montreal. It is one night in Montreal. I will see you guys then. Peace out, guys.